to night number 10 of History Bedtime Stories in our pajamas, live from bed. It is the first Sunday in spring. Normally, the first Sunday in spring sees us wearing red, dressing in masks to hide our identity, and marching through the cast corridor for the March de Nain Rouge. Unfortunately, this year the parade has been canceled amid the coronavirus pandemic as we all social distance, but that doesn't mean we need to cancel the story of the Nain Rouge. Now, the Nain Rouge may very well be celebrating today. Be excited we're all stuck at home. Be reveling in the fact that once again disaster is at Detroit's door. The story starts 300 years ago up in New France, modern-day Canada, when the founder of Detroit, Antoinette de la Mose, Sieur de Cadillac, and his beautiful wife, Marie-Therese, are at a very swanky party. Into the party walks this witch, a crone, a woman with a hunched back and a hood over her hair. She points a gnarled finger at Cadillac, and she issues a warning. She says, how you treat the Nain Rouge will determine your fate. If you're kind to him, if you honor the Nain Rouge, your name will be remembered for generations and your city will grow rich and fruitful. But if you dishonor the Nain Rouge, all of your endeavors will fail. Cadillac brushes this off. He thinks, she's a crazy woman. And he sails for what will become Fort Pontchartrain du Detroit, founding the city of Detroit on July 24th of 1701. Now, from the get-go, there's some problems. Cheese goes to maggot long before it should, and stories ripple through the voyeurs in the fort that the Nain Rouge was seen in the storehouse. When a man's mauled to death by a bear, stories are told man to man. What if it was the Nain Rouge? I saw the Nain Rouge sleeping under his bunk last night. As the stories continue, the city of Detroit, at this time still Fort Pontchartrain du Detroit, starts growing. And eventually Marie-Therese comes to Detroit, living alongside her husband in the fort. One day they're out for a walk and rumors are spreading through the fort that the Nain Rouge is in town. The Red Imp, the Red Dwarf, the Hobgoblin, the Devil of Detroit has been spotted. And Marie says to her husband, be respectful, be kind. If we come across the Nain Rouge, don't upset him. Remember what the witch said. But as they walk through the fort and the Nain Rouge leaps out, a character described in Marie Caroline Watson Hamilton's Legends of Lee Detroit, published in 1883, which you know we have a copy of, as being very red in the face with a bright glistening eye. Instead of possessing depth, it emitted a cold gleam like the reflection of a polished surface, bewildering and dazzling all who came within its focus. Its mouth, a grinning display of sharp, rotten, pointed teeth. As this creature leaps out in front of Cadillac, Cadillac, instead of giving way or offering a respectful bow, whacks it with his cane. The Nain Rouge is said to crawl off into the bushes, cackling and laughing, knowing that for the rest of time, he would make Cadillac's life miserable. And he does. Cadillac ends up being sent to be the governor of the territory of Louisiana. He leaves in disgrace. He spends time in jail back in France. His life does not go well. But after his death, the Nain Rouge seemed to have missed the message that the job stopped with Cadillac. He comes back home to Detroit and he causes havoc for the next 3 centuries. During the Great Fire of 1805, when the city burns to the ground, 2 German immigrants report to a priest that they saw a small, bipedal, so 2-legged, goat-like creature with the curling horns of a ram, the forked tongue of a snake, red, dead eyes, and a mouth full of rotten, pointed teeth, dancing merrily in the flames as the city burned. During the riots, and Detroit's had 4 major riots in our histories, there are records of rabid, 2-legged dogs chasing and nipping at the heels of the marchers, encouraging them to go faster. There are stories of the Nain Rouge during the Winter Witch, a terrible November storm that downed dozens of boats, ships, and freighters on the Detroit River in 1916. It said the Nain Rouge danced on the ice of the river as bows cracked and sunk. Nain Rouge has been spotted at the polling places the year Detroit elected Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick and has been seen repeatedly at the Lions football draft. Whether it's big or small, the Nain Rouge shows up the night before great, terrible, evil happenings befall our city. Some historians say he's the hobgoblin. He is the vanguard of doom and destruction. Others say that the story is a mix of many cultures. It's brought by the French as the Nain Rouge, the Red Dwarf, but it mixes and melds with other stories here in what will become Detroit and Southeast Michigan, including the Ottawa Native American stone god, a god that was said to be part harbinger of doom, part angel of mercy, there to warn, to say, change your ways or this will end poorly. If it's true that for 319 years we've been falsely blaming the Nain Rouge for everything, then 2020 is his year. Nain Rouge, with everything we got, we beseech you. If you're showing up now to warn us, tell people to wash their hands. If you have any way of getting us through this as more archangel than hobgoblin of doom, we will give you all of our Faygo, all of our Vernors, all of the Sanders chocolate I've been hiding, a lifetime supply of better made chips. We will do your bidding, and next year's parade we will celebrate you as the hero who got us through. But on this first Sunday of spring, since we can't all be together for the March to Nain Rouge, let's raise a collective prayer that maybe we've got him wrong, and this is the year the Nain Rouge comes through for us. Do me a favor, wash your hands, be as nice to each other if you can, and if you see a little red hobgoblin running around, honor him. Like, share this video, and down in the comment section, I'll put a link to more history of the Nain Rouge and the Hobgoblin of Detroit. If you tag a friend in this video, we will put you on a list to win some Detroit stickers. We are loving giving those away, and we've got some Nain Rouge stickers we'll throw in tonight. Stay safe, and remember, we can get through this.